The Caravans. Albums. The Caravans paved the way. Sylvia Robinson. Albums. Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk. The Sensuous Sounds of Sylvia Robinson 223 of 233. The Greatest Women Rappers of All Time 129 of 152. The Best Disco Bands/Artists. Solomon Burke. Albums. Don't Give Up on Me. Rock and Soul Homeland. Last Great Concert. Soul Arrives 1955-1961, or Solomon Burke 576 of 1728. The Best Rock Bands of All Time 242 of 265. Ranked the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductees 150 of 225. The Best Blues Artists of All Time. Slim Gaillard. Albums. An Introduction to Slim Gaillard. His best recordings 1938-1946. Slim Gaillard Rides Again. The Chronological Classics. Saucy Monky. Albums. Turbulence. Roberta Martin. Reverend James Cleveland. Albums. The Lord Is My Light. Reverend James Cleveland and the L. Gospel Messengers Inspired in Times Like These. Volume 3. Peace Be Still. Ray McKinley. Ravi Coltrane. Albums. Moving Pictures. In Flux. Spirit Fiction. Mad 6. Blending Times More. Ravi Coltrane 4 of 49. The Best Saxophonists in the World 9 of 45. The Best Jazz Saxophonists in the World 306 of 373. Famous Jazz Saxophonists. Pepper Adams. Albums. Critics' Choice. Encounter. Hollywood Quintet Sessions. Plays Charlie Mingus. California Cooking. Morgana King. Albums. Every Once in a While. Disc 1. It's a Quiet Thing. Wild as Love. New Beginnings. Complete reprise recordings. Just 2. Modern Jazz Quartet. Albums. Place Vendôme. Fontessa. European Concert. Concord. Django. Marian McPartland. Albums. Marian McPartland's Piano Jazz with Steely Dan. Marian McPartland's Piano Jazz featuring Eubie Blake on 52nd Street. Marian McPartland's Piano Jazz featuring Red Richards. Marian McPartland's Piano Jazz with guest Bill Evans. LaShun Pace. More LaShun Pace 14 of 50. The Greatest Female Gospel Singers 114 of 114. The Best Musical Artists from Georgia. Johnny Hartman. Albums. The Voice That Is. John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman. Songs from the Heart. All of Me. Unforgettable. More Johnny Hartman 455 of 739. The Best Singers of All Time 46 of 66. The Greatest Crooners of All Time 120 of 215. The Best Easy Listening Bands/Artists. John Lee Hooker. Albums. I'll Play the Blues for You live at the Fox Venice Theatre Collection. John Lee Hooker 20 reflective recordings. The VJ years more John Lee Hooker 150 of 1891 The greatest musical artists of all time 47 of 639 The greatest lead guitarists of all time 229 of 816 These poetic geniuses wrote your favorite songs of all time. Joe Wilder. Albums, Hangin' Out, Wilder and Wilder. Jimmy Scott. Albums, Holding Back the Years, Falling in Love is Wonderful, All Over Again, Very Truly Yours, Little Jimmy Scott. Jim Brickman. Albums, Valentine, Simple Things, Picture This, Own Destiny. Jacquet Verdell. Illinois Jacquet. Albums, The Chronological Classics, Illinois Jacquet 1947-1951, Flying Home, The Best of the Verb Years, The Chronological Classics, Illinois Jacquet 1953-1955, The Blues That's Me, Swings the Thing. Houston Person. Albums, Just Between Friends, Get Out of My Way, My Romance, Person to Person, Blue Velvet. Hank Mobley. Albums, Tenor Conclave, Breakthrough, Soul Station, Hank Mobley Quintet, Introducing Lee Morgan. Hank Jones. Albums, Happenings, The Touch, Complete Original Trio Recordings, Handful of Keys, Master Class. George Shearing. Albums, Complete Concord Recordings, The Swingins Mutual, The Heart and Soul of Joe Williams and George Shearing, An Evening with George Shearing and Mel Torme. Mel and George do World War II more George Shearing 10 of 164 The greatest jazz pianists of all time 6 of 78 The best jazz pianists in the world 27 of 241 The very best jazz musicians and artists. Faye Adams. Albums, The Herald Recordings, Shake a Hand. Earl King. Albums, Earl's Pearls, Come On, King of New Orleans, Street Parade, Sexual Telepathy. Dorothy Love Coats. Dizzy Gillespie. Albums, Night in Tunisia, The Trumpet Summit meets the Oscar Peterson Big Four, Jazz at Massey Hall, Sunny Side Up, Giants of Jazz more Dizzy Gillespie The best Dizzy Gillespie albums of all time 239 of 583 The greatest entertainers of all time. Dexter Gordon. Albums, Our Man in Paris, Round Midnight, True Blue, Clubhouse, The Best of Dexter Gordon. David McEnery. Crackle. Albums, Kerosene Hat, Greenland. Chuck Wayne. Albums, The Jazz Guitarist. Charlie Parker. Albums, Portrait, Bird, Complete Charlie Parker on Burke, The Complete Savoy and Dial Studio Recordings 1944-1948, Bluebird, Jazz at Massey Hall more Charlie Parker 234 of 1891, The greatest musical artists of all time 1140 of 2443. The most influential people of all time 532 of 753 people we wish were still alive. Candi Staton. Albums Candi Staton. Evidence The Complete Fame Records Masters Candi Staton. Young Hearts Run Free. Who's Hurting Now? More Candi Staton 411 of 602. The best female vocalists ever 36 of 50. The greatest female gospel singers 23 of 24. The greatest black country singers ranked. Bucky Pizzarelli. Albums Passionate Guitars Contrasts. Passion Guitars Together Nirvana. Billy Wright. Bill Frisell. Albums I Have the Room Above Her. Disarmor. Unspeakable News for Lulu. More News for Lulu. More Bill Frisell 321 of 639. The greatest lead guitarists of all time 260 of 542. The greatest guitarists of all time 18 of 135. The greatest jazz guitarists of all time. Big Maybell. Big Maybell. Albertina Walker. Albums I'm Still Here. The Divas of Gospel. Songs of the Church live in Memphis. More Albertina Walker 417 603. The best rock vocalists 359 525. Which artist would you bring back from the dead to write one more song? Alcaiola. Alcaiola.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.